Hey guys, Ash here from the Goodison Blues. Hope you're all well. I'm looking forward to this Sunday's game. After all the last couple of games, maybe we're not so much going to. Anyway, this is the match preview to Sunday's game against Spurs. Obviously, Contr is making his new Premiership bow with his new Spurs side. Obviously, they did have a good result in Europe. Needless to be saying, they were 3-0 up, and obviously just holding on for a 3-2 victory. So they're not out of the skins whatsoever. It's probably a good thing. Maybe it's for both clubs. They're struggling to concede goals, to not concede goals, should I say. So it'd be interesting to see how we shape up against Spurs on Sunday. Now, the important thing for me is that over the last couple of weeks, I think, not just myself, but I think we've all questioned ourselves onto how the squad is faring, how loyal the squad is to the cause, how much they want to put their life on the line, or are they just wanting to get their paycheck at the end of each week. It really makes you wonder how many of the whole squad are really, really enjoying pulling on that blue jersey every single game. We still have a number of players missing for this, the latest being Goodison. We're not too sure if he'll be ready for this game or not. A lot of the media outlets seem to think that he's ready to come back. If not, the out of form Ben Godfrey will probably have to take his place. I imagine there's going to be a start for Fabian Delph. Never thought we'd say that. I gladly believe that we need to bulk up that midfield. Obviously, after the disaster against Wolves, I think we definitely need to bulk up that midfield, but maybe a trio instead of going like a 4-4-2 or 4-4-1, maybe a 4-3-3, and just shore up that midfield to give Alan some help, because Alan was just all over the place. And not that he wasn't trying, it's just that he was trying to cover too much for Jean-Philippe Gbamin, who was just well off the pace. And it remains to be seen whether we'll see him in the jersey again. I cannot imagine Rafa's going to put him in from the start on Sunday. I just don't see it. Anyway, it's Super Sunday for Everton, a game which I have to say I've very zero confidence. As I mentioned right at the start, it's all change at Spurs, his first Premier League game on a Sunday, and I can guarantee you, I said this to the lads after the final whistle went to the Wolves game. You just know in this game that Mr. Harry Kane is going to wake up and score a number of goals. You just know he's going to do it. I looked at the stats and I saw that he scored, I think it's 11 goals in 12 Premier League games for Spurs against Everton. So he obviously likes to score against Everton. So it's when our defence is playing well, Kane is able to get in there on the score sheet, and obviously our defence is not playing well whatsoever. Can you imagine what he is going to do now? As I said, the team. What has Everton really got to do in this game to get anything out of it? Plain and simple for me, they just need to give a shit. No messing around. To get the boots on, get them laces tied, to get out onto the Goodison Park pitch, and they absolutely let rip. And not just the players, but the crowd need to get behind them as well. No more Silent Park. You're probably all sick of me saying it, but I'm sick and tired. Whether you're at the game or you're actually watching it on TV, it has to be one of the most quietest stadiums at all. So I don't care whether we're 1-0 down, 2-0 down, 2-1 up, 2-2, 3-0 down. From a minute ago, the fans have to get behind the team, regardless of the result. We're not going to make anything. We're not going to make them shift themselves if the fans are not behind them. It's not all up to the fans. The players have to do this as well. But when you look at what's coming ahead after this game on Sunday and the teams that we have to play, can you be honestly say to yourselves, where are the points going to come from? Because I really don't know. So Goodison Park needs everyone now that's there on Sunday to support that team on. Defeats are never nice. We know that defeats are never nice. We're always screaming at the TV, win, lose, or draw, and you don't want to be screaming at the TV and everyone after you've lost your game. But at least if you've lost, losing is one thing, but losing in a manner where you don't give a rat's ass, that's got to change. At least if it's a 1-0 defeat, but we put the effort in, we put fighting spirit in especially get rid of this zonal marking rubbish that Rafa seems to want to go with. We don't have the players to do this zonal marking, so he needs to come up with, use his brain, use the experience that he has, the tactician that he is, and change that. And maybe in January, depending on the situation with FFP and the player, he might be able to do something where the players can eventually be trained in a way to work with the zonal marking, or he can bring in players to help, to can do the zonal marking. But we need these results to change as quickly as possible, and no better game to do it than against Spurs on Sunday. So my team selection for this game, obviously Jordan Pickford's going to be in goal. As I mentioned, I think I'm going to go with a 4-3-3. So Seamus Coleman in there right back. He needs to be the captain, not screaming at the players giving out, but giving them direction, giving them a courage, giving them the assistance, and not obviously screaming at fans at full time either, saying that they're sorry. He needs to be the captain of the club. He needs to show what he can show. We know, yes, he's getting older, but he can still do a job on the pitch when he needs to. So Seamus Coleman needs to step up. In the centre of defence, obviously in the hope that at left back Luca Dean can play, it'll be Ben Godfrey and Michael Keane, because we know Yerry Mean is missing. Into midfield, I think we should shore up that midfield. So I've gone with Davies, Delph and Allen. Omle Gomez obviously still missing. Decore still missing. He's not going to play. I'd be shocked if I see Jean-Philippe Gbamin starting the game. Yes, I'd say he's on the bench, but I just don't see him starting the game. And then a trio up front of Gray, Richarlison and Townsend. So that's my thoughts on it. I know Rafa might think differently, maybe, because there's so many cries over the last while to let Gordon play on that left-hand side for the remaining of the season and have Gray playing in behind Richarlison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But that's all well and good. But then when Calvert-Lewin comes back and Richarlison playing, then is he going to go with a 4-4-2? Is Richarlison going to go out left? That means where does Gray play? And speaking of Gray and Townsend, they need to click. They need to get back to the form they had a couple of games ago. I don't know whether it's just they're tired or something has happened or they clicked off, or maybe it's just a simple thing of, because we're so one-dimensional in the way that we play, they've worked out how to combat and stop Gray and Townsend from playing their game, because we really need them back on form again. They were truly a big part of what we've already achieved this season. So from a result point of view, I think it's going to be a high scoring game, not in the sense that I hope that Spurs are going to go and walk away with a 3-0. I'm hoping minimum maybe it's a 3-2 victory for Everton. That's what I'm gonna stake my prediction on. A 3-2 win with Richarlison and 2 goals by Gray to get him back on form. That's what I'm going to go with. So guys, don't forget the game is on the River Bar on Sunday. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock. COVID-19 restrictions still apply, as you well know. There is no outside area, so you must be vaccine infected and all your different details with you in case you are asked on the door. Okay, so take care guys, enjoy the game. I will be there myself on Sunday. Until then guys, take care and stay blue.